Hi guys, so welcome back to a normal video as opposed to a vlog. I vlogged quite a lot in the period of I think it was 2.5 weeks, and I figured I might as well get all of those vlogs kind of up and out of the way before I resumed to normal scheduling. That and my room, which obviously I'm now filming in, was a complete and utter mess. So now it is of a reasonable state, and as you can tell, I am in a new place. I have moved. Yay. Oh, hello. So hopefully videos will go back to my 2 a week, and they'll be better. So here's to that. And here's to another first impressions, because y'all know I like to do them. Oh, that was a bit American, I do apologise. So today I'm doing a first impressions on a foundation. I do like to do foundation ones. I only actually own 2 foundations since going cruelty free, both of which I have done first impressions on, and I might even put them in a playlist, and if I do I will leave the link to the playlist down below. But yeah, so I like to, obviously I need to find a foundation that's actually going to work for me, and I like to film my first impressions on it because I always think it's always a relevant video. People are always going to look for it, so, and I like to think my opinions are quite not necessarily controversial, but I like to say it how it is. If I don't like it, I'm going to tell you. So that's that. So I am doing first impressions today on the Gosh hashtag foundation drops. Apparently this is a hydrating, soothing foundation with an SPF 10, and this is a normal foundation size in the 30ml. What else could I say about this? Ooh, here's its claims. Buildable coverage, natural finish, and lightweight feeling. Now I did obviously test it on the back of my hand to kind of, well, colour match. Their colour range isn't great. I would normally go for the lightest colour in any foundation because, I mean, look at me, and I even have a tan, believe it or not. But this one I didn't. I went on the second shade up, number 4, because the lightest one was like almost ghostly white. Like, it just didn't work for me. I have something in my eye, I'm sorry. Oh man. Oh, there's something in there and it won't move. Anyway, so yeah, so let's just give this a shake, because it says shake well before use. And it's quite a liquidy foundation, and it has one of those kind of pipette things. I'm gonna just roll my sleeves up so I don't end up getting it everywhere, because I know me. So yeah, let's give this a go. I'm not sure kind of how much you're meant to use or what. So if we look at this, it's kind of almost like the, ooh, what's it called? Is it Maybelline Dream Flawless Nude? Kind of like that, but in the consistency and application. Although this is a pipette, that was literally just a teardrop shaped applicator thing, and it was really weird. If you've never tried it, go have a look at it, but it's just the oddest thing I've ever seen. I don't know why my camera decided to do a self timer into filming. That was really odd. Anyway, I just went to take the photos of this, and I literally just like pulled the thing out, and this little what's it came out with it. It's obviously not gonna, yeah, there you go. Can you see that? Oops. I get that's the thing that like stops you taking out so much product. Why has that come out? That's done it on my concealer as well. What even? Oh man, made a mess. Great start. Okay, let's just twist it back down and hope that it resets itself or whatever. I can't even, what the hell? Brilliant, I got a duff. So I'm not sure kind of how much you're meant to use. I'll just do a couple of drops for now. That does look quite dark compared to when I swatched it on the back of my hand in the shop, but we shall see. Oh yeah, it feels like the Maybelline one as well. Ooh, yeah, kind of like that weird oily texture. Now, as usual, I'm going to use my beauty blender to put it on, just because it's a pretty foolproof method. And it is a little bit on the dark side and slightly orange side, but we're in May now. Let's, you know, have hope that I will get a tan this summer. It is very, very lightweight, very, very comparable to the Maybelline Dream Flawless Nude in kind of the texture and even, well, like I said, the application, or the applicator, or the application, I suppose, both. I'm going to use a little bit more there just to kind of do this bit on my head. And coverage wise, so far, it's pretty good. I don't have that many skin concerns right now. Like, I don't have a lot of breakouts or anything going on. I've got like a tiny bit of redness. I don't know if you can really see like some kind of marks there. Like, they're not even spots. I don't even know what they are. It's just kind of irritation. Like, you know, when your skin just doesn't like something, and instead of breaking out, it just gives you what looks like a spot, but it's not that kind of deal. I'm just going to blend that all into my hairline and over my eyes as a base for my eyeshadow. Of course the sun's going to go in now and it's going to probably look really dark. I don't know if my camera's just going to adjust or what, because I've kind of got the curtain half closed just because the sun was freaking blinding me. And I couldn't do it any other way. So I'm just going to finish this off and then I'll zoom in a little bit. So that is that applied. I'm just going to wipe that off the back of my hand, like I said, before I get it everywhere, and zoom you in a little bit. It's really creepy when it does that. So, as you can see, it is a very, very light coverage, but oh, I always have an issue around there. Always on my nose. It never normally covers the top of my nose, it always shows through red and it's really quite irritating. But yeah, I have the worst under eye circles you could ever have. Literally look like I've gone 10 rounds with Mike Tyson. So I'm not expecting it to cover them at all, or anything really, because I think this is used more as like something that can, almost like the darkening and lightening drops you can get from the Body Shop. Like, it can adjust your foundation a little bit, I guess. Like, if you've got a really light one, and you can mix a couple of darker drops in to make it a bit darker, although I think it is a little bit too thin for that. But for that reason, I think this will be a really, really nice foundation for coming into the summer months. I mean, I don't know how long it's going to last, because like I said, it's quite an oily consistency. Let's zoom you back out again. It's quite an oily consistency. It's a really strange one. Like I said, if you've ever tried the Dream Flawless Nude, you'll know exactly what I mean in how it feels. It doesn't feel quite as slippy as that one, and I always found with that, it looked amazing like on camera, like from a distance. But if you wore it for a day, then it would look pretty shit within a couple of hours. So I'm hoping that's not the same with this one. I do normally powder on an everyday basis, so I am going to, for the sake of this, because it's not really, well, I'd like to say it was a true test if I did it without, but if I'm gonna wear powder every time I use this foundation after this video, then, you know, it doesn't matter anyway. And funnily enough, I'm just trying to use up this Gosh Prime and Set powder, because I've got like barely any left and I just want to use up. So hopefully I can actually get it out of the freaking pot. I literally have none left. Okay, that's empty. Won't be using that one then. I will use the MUA Skin Define Hydro Powder, just because it's the next one I have there to use, with my normal brushes, Real Techniques setting brush and powder brush. Setting brush for under my eyes and around my nose, kind of over my eyes. So I finished the rest of my face, and no opinions have changed on this foundation. Oh my actual god. Like, I know when I tried the Body Shop moisture foundation, I said, oh my god, I love it, oh my god, oh my god. I really need to do a follow-up on that, so thumbs up if you want to see first impressions follow-up, because I think I might do a series on that. So if there's any kind of first impressions that I've done since going cruelty-free that you want to see a follow-up on, then go check out my videos. I think you have to go on my channel and then go on my videos. Have a little look, see if you want to follow up, and I will do that, because obviously opinions do change. This is a first impressions, but I like it. I really, really like it. I've looked up close. It has not settled into any pores. It's literally smooth straight over everything, and it looks so good. Considering kind of how thin it is, it looks like, I don't know, it looks like skin, which, like I said in the Body Shop first impressions, like the Body Shop foundation first impressions, I kind of prefer kind of second skin foundation as opposed to full coverage. Obviously I do like a full coverage, like if I'm gonna go out, but you know, I prefer day to day to just look, you know, smoothed out, just, you know, like I have a filter on my face, you know? So that has done this. This has done that, even. I'm pretty happy with how it looks. I have a problem with my nose anyway, like I said. Like, it almost breaks down as soon as I put it on my nose. I don't know what it is, but it just, no foundations ever sit right on my face. No foundations ever cover under my eyes. And yeah, so if you don't already know, I have oily to combination skin, so most foundations do tend to break down on me pretty dang quick. It is now 11:05. I am going to work today, so it will be 12 hours exactly until I finish. So I will try and do either a quick update tonight when I get home, or tomorrow morning to share kind of my thoughts on how it lasted, etc. Like I said, I have put powder on to set it, but I'm not the kind of person that carries around powder with me and blots throughout the day. You know, if I get oily, I get oily, that's it, you know? So this is how it is. Now I will try and show you a little bit closer. Oh, look at my eyelashes. As you can see, that's that red mark thing I was on about. It doesn't obviously cover that, but all in all, looks alright. Like, always get that horrible bit around my nose as well. But I'm pretty happy with how that looks, because no one ever really, like, with everyone that's got like fancy lighting and stuff, their foundation's like flawless from like here, and they come in, which they never do, and it still looks flawless. But if they turn that freaking light off, they look like this. So anyways, I'm going to skedaddle now, and hopefully I will catch you in a couple of minutes with my thoughts.